Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Labyrinth of the Demon King. When last left off, we had conquered the Tower of Repetition. And in the process, let loose a haunting presence. We go to the map for the Tower of Lamentation. Now let's actually explore the other part of the first floor. I didn't do that yesterday. Well, that's rather rude of them. Right, so this side of things would be rather labyrinthine. Which is fun. These, after all, in the title. Okay, so this side of things. Okay, so push from this angle. We can get around the other side. So we can go further down this way. As things stand, of course. We'll likely need a way. Drop down from the second floor. Let's start over here. So we are. Keeping in mind, or best reminded, really, the way we deal with the rats. Well, leave the gin song there for now. It has emergency healing. Should things go awry elsewhere? Okay. Alright. Get crushed. We're gonna turn to our more established weapon as a result. They have some more stamina than I thought they would. Alright. And how can you assist me? Okay, so we now have round wheel. When I have an exercise item, I really should just start seeing what combinations can be crafted from it. Thought it'd be a little bit more durable than that. Previous ones had been, at least. And I keep forgetting about the torch. Welcome, Marsh. Lucy. How are you doing today? Ace's door's jammed. Okay, we combine the antidote with anything. I know. I'm doing quite well, thank you for asking. And I'm glad to hear you're doing well. What have you been up to thus far today? Okay, now a little bit more. That is one name. We have another ritual incense. Keep in mind next time we reach a shrine. Like on a circle. Yes, I have. Okay, so I think I can utilize the mushroom part with. Wonderful to hear. And how far are you currently? I think I should connect us back towards... So, reliable to deal with. And over there's inviting. So... we have... the brown wheel. Are there any... I suppose there's a... okay, so that's brown, green, yellow, then red and white. We have a few that we can... two things we can look into now that we've learned. What level in brown pools? Hmm. And what issues do you have with the Kai version, out of curiosity? That leads to the red door. Lead to a yellow one. And this to green. Of no interval. According to the 5 crimes, neither Lord Karma made light of the Mahayana doctrine, committed the 4 cardinal sins, or received alms without making any returns, are doomed to this hell. Torments this hell are so severe and so evil I cannot write them down. Okay, this is a green ball. You'd actually go back and reduce the water in green ones then. Okay, need to keep in mind. I see. How severe a green tint, out of curiosity? Maybe some ground for now. The upside and swing quickly is maybe you parry a little bit too early, then still swing right into it. But we need this wheel repaired urgently. You already block it while cleaning one of the green pools, which is annoying on its own, but it was the market wheel. As we can't drain out water by the pool, and fix it before he needs a pool, be alright, but if not. A rusted wheel inner. Right, this connects us back over this yellow pool. Like, does it really swing immediately? That's very fair. Out of curiosity, which scene has it been the worst in as far as you've seen? I address the green wheel? No, it was already able to be addressed. Okay. We still need the other half of it. Oh, can you only drain one at a time? That's probably part of it. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the green pawns here. The mosh pouches right here. And that's time to keep going. That was a white. Really, you're arriving here. No. Within these cramped hallways. And to run past it. Take a right. Yeah, fine. Here's the outer rusted wing. And that one's a whole lot bunch. This one. And okay, this was this green one. One's only blocked by with mushroom fungus. Unless we looked at the greener ones. It does be satisfactory too. Well, nearly certain. So this is those black pools. When we do that, two other things of curiosity. First off, there are two additional yellow pools we want to take a look at. Let's take a look at our access to healing at the moment. There's nothing in this particular yellow pool. Welcome, darling. Congratulations on being first. How are you doing today? The yellow one was one of the ones that was blocked. Unfortunately. The days have been so aggressively sleepy as of late, haven't they? Alright, so there's nothing more we can get here presently, I think. There's a second... Oh, indeed, rainy days really do just make everything so much more comfortable and so much easier to fall asleep to. Okay, so as far as what unmapped what we can actually discern, because we'll need a little bit more visibility in our maps. We will only be able to discern everything. There's a second the brown pool we can look at. indeed. Wonderful weather if you want to actually relax and unwind, but capping off a very maybe week is definitely not the time for it. Might as well utilize the dirty bandages. Oh, it's bleeding. Right. You also have an excess of antidotes anyway. Trade one debuff for another. Right, let's go ahead and turn this. There's only one one we know this covers. Similarly, quite close to access to the tea house. Let's get some complimentary tea. Talk to a new NPC. Giving you some new information in the process. Like a map would be nice. Because here in particular, is a map rather crucial. So no additional. So weapon can be clean. We've not found a weapon that needs cleaning as of yet. Oh, some more visual incense. We can get more stamina next time. Oh, hold on. I didn't notice you before. If we can actually even enter. The black pool over there. Ah, there's only one way to find out. Is someone not plagued by the naughty butterfly? Wonderful. This provides us with the red gem wheel. Yes, yes, spawn, be scary, be unkillable, I'll run past you. Take care and to enjoy the bulwark. So we'll be, I suppose, looking through all the pools on the first floor here. There are 3 red pools we can look at. Is there anything of intrigue in the process? One of these pools is now drained. We do love making use of infighting. That's what they mean by cleaning a weapon. When clean off, there's not enough if I want it to. But it can only be done once. Means I'll definitely need to weigh that versus other options down the line. So, 2 red balls. Both largely the end of this. Alright, so here is... First the 2 red pools. Muddy Axe. Okay, so if I don't find anything further up here, I will just need to pay attention to the colours on the valves. Yeah, the red door is jammed anyway. Choose between, at the very least, an axe and a naginata. Otherwise, the most important thing at this point is to explore second floor again. Chiefly discover which room I can utilize water control on. Nice. No water source in here. That brings me back into a circle. Realize that this yes, okay, so we'll need to go back and utilize the black valve. Which everything pointed to, of course, but it was also good to develop with our own eyes. Now we know the system. Alright. Now we can access the pool on the second floor. See where that gets us. I'm just want to save before we end up jumping down. Many ghost tunnels in this game. This brings the sub level. Welcome, Raider. How is everyone doing tonight? In one moment. Oh. How did your stream go on me? How did celebrating the 10th anniversary of Splatoon ultimately go? For anyone unfamiliar with me, I am Altair, archivist, storyteller, madman, currently exploring Labyrinth of the Demon King, a low-poly survival horror take on the Kingsfield formula, very inspired by Japanese mythology. Dramatic shift from Splatoon. Okay, so what are we dealing with here exactly? Oh, bugs. Lots of bugs. Okay, cannot get too close while it's summoning. Not a time to swing. Very important to keep in mind. Just a tinge. Am I crouching? That's crouching. Okay. Oh, was that a little bit longer than I thought it would be? Ooh. There've certainly been stranger bedfellows. Oh, second boss down. But how has your day been? There's no the tension. Like, I was going to say tension of the boss fight was over, but then the bugs decided to keep attacking me. So we now have access White Wheel. I think we need to leave this chamber. Ah. So let's empty the white pools and see what treasures they have in store. Okay, immediately we have a tunnel. Unfortunately, this one does not have an entire animation dedicated to it. What sort of talisman do we have maxed out here? That's recall is just reusable. Really, and we do appreciate that quite a bit. Like Kodoku Katana. Alright, once more through the gross tunnels. And then dealing with our personal little Mr. X. I presume, at least. It is technically a hell of our own making, but I also wonder if I really could have avoided invoking them. Alright. Two more enemies down. Leave this particular room that I'm looking for is one that is jammed. Right. We will need to go to the other one. Also, jammed. Interesting. Okay, I got the katana. Who's got something? Got another wooden coin. Virtual incense, of course. I'm getting more of these wooden coins. And of course, now you've got that. At least it wasn't the way that actually was in my way. I like the design though, which is I wish it would show up less often. How do we... key. What are you selling today? Most control is definitely not being utilized here, but if we look at as it is, so we use the code of development as a basis. Next, we've restored our blade. Poison. Start making use of it. And keep the noggin button. Well, I'm gonna go weapons here. This is our one little resting area. Nice place to relax, talk to friendly NPCs, upgrade weapons, and make tea. We have a third tower to tackle. Alright, back through the tunnel. Which tower was this one? Tower of Crushing Assembly. Use of room number 7, a guy called Saul. Reanimated bones that stalk the earth, seeking to end all those clothed in flesh. There's a rather large amount of them congregating in this place, most likely victims of the previous owner. With no flesh to cut or organs to pierce, the only weapons that would be of use against them are heavy and blunt, capable of crushing their bones or breaking the magics that hold them together. None of their bones rattling in the darkness will hold me forever in this life and the next. There is no reason to encounter one. Only advice to get away from them as soon as possible, lest you become one of them. Well, it's a good thing we didn't think it would pop up immediately, but good thing we're prepared at least. At least relatively. This is top 3 basement one. First floor. Can we... Okay, no, that's... Oh! I misses my health. He's not been mostly saved. Aggressively being revived. Right, so we definitely need to make sure that we are more prepared. Swing the collar bar around. Right. That's more of a ghost. What's all this debuff does? Okay. Light area is definitely much more limited. It's much more appreciable weapon. Tackling these foes. Actually, I'd be more fighting the rat. Oh well. There we are. A little bit more. One to our name. Into the feeding room. I don't think I want to go to the feeding room yet. Doesn't sound quite where I would like to be. Which would make sense. Let's go to the first floor. It's a little bit higher up in the tower. Oh. So, middle cells. March forward slowly. Monk's Notebook number 4. 5 have been sent to this province and none have returned. Now I understand why. Shogun is alright to be concerned. The people of this castle has gone mad. He has imprisoned countless people. In the basement of this tower there must be over 100 civilians, captured and kept for some unknown purpose. There are rumors the ruler here lays with a demon. I can't confirm if those are true, but one of the boys he keeps in his court is very odd. I've also seen him wandering the castle halls, muttering incantations to himself. He has some strange fascination for this place and almost seems like he dreams of making it his own. I'm certain I will die here. Everything but my helmet has been stripped from me. One of the guards has taken pity on me and slipped me this notebook, but he can't help any further. Whom finds us, please bring my notes to Edo and report to the Shogun. This foul fortress must be destroyed. Okay, we've explored this hallway as much as we can. Well, that's a head, not a head. probably go further in here as well. We'll have to go back down. And keep an ear out for more skeletons, of course. As one does. So, like, just by keeping an ear out for skeletons, and what do I do? Not keeping out for skeletons. Slowly but surely, we make our way through. Let's go on the rest of this hallway. Often we create to hop on. And often no reward for me. That's cruelty. The order to help the restoration, we'll use my recall instead. The 558 mon. A bit more help in the process. What was more tea? One can never go wrong with a bit more tea. Oh, at least the game guard is about there. I'm so curious now. Where exactly this takes us? This one full circular indentation has a little of charcoal. The inscription carved on the front of the pillar says, "Yourself from burden, enlightenment shall follow." Hour of no interval. So that gets us the fourth tower. And to enter the third tower from here, we need to find the other side. Alright, alright. What do you think about the feel of the Noginata? Like the reach. Is this worth dealing with him? Not in the slightest. Is it effective, however? I would say so. Let's switch back to Algita. For you combine heavy attacks and kicks. The rewards of patience. Okay, we have a distraction here. Oh, how dearly I appreciate inviting. Okay, this would tie into the feeding room. This door is just thoroughly jammed. Let's see about getting back up to the first floor and what rewards we might have awaiting us. Thanks for interrupting at the end of the fight rather than the middle of it. The fact that I'm dealing with two different weapon skeletons with different this really does make that 3 different weapon skeletons. Alright. That's the Sandworm Blade. More visual insights. What a treat. A special mallet to ring the bell. Alright, it's time for the feeding room, isn't it? You know, so this side of things is jammed with feeding. In which case, let's refill our healing. Just on a different door. Approach things from a new perspective, nonetheless. I appreciate the intentionality in the process of getting your standard safe zone healing. Don't have enough for more ritual incense. Now at a point where we need to be investing in health, especially as our healing is running dry. I hear those rattling bones. You went a little bit too far. But no, this is the second entrance. Which is time to start talisman. The only seems useful for us to actually utilize the moment. So what lies within feeding? Oh, so you finally rescued the priest. Welcome, Brett, and you can find this game on Steam. It was released a couple of weeks ago. Labyrinth of the Demon King, a survival horror tinged take on the Kingsfield formula. But how are you doing today? So we entered from here. So this talisman looks like it is hard to tell. We'll start utilizing Jothoten a bit more. Or we can go even deeper down. What we do that? It'd be nice to actually acquire a shortcut, which I didn't want to do so. We would need to go up first. There's the execution room. This is probably where we'll actually fight the jailer. And is this in fact? It is what I think it does. Right back to the castle corridor. Excellent. And we are out of matcha, so we'll get more tea. As well as chat with our new priest companion. Utilize your service. Ah, we're standing here. us a little bit more about you. Okay, so we temporarily banish a bit from the realm. We can get a healing talisman. Second wind. Alright, we'll keep saving up. In the meantime, take a bit more tea. He is very important for the soul. Alright, let's make a save. And then resume our hunt. How many critical damage do we have at the moment? Six. That gives another point up. It definitely has a lot of that grungy Silent Hill aesthetic. Okay, this is where we left off. Acquired a meat hook. Going to need to be a sacrifice at some point. Let's go further up. For now. This is for the upper sounds. Right. For a brief moment, I'd forgotten about you. Research volume number 9, Onyo. These mental spirits are unpleasant but expected in a place with a history like this tower. One of the most dangerous type of ghosts, they are the souls of the dead wronged in life. They're capable of causing harm to the mortal world and even killing humans. One skilled in Onmyoto may be able to banish them with magic, but if that's not you, then it's best to just leave them alone. Okay, this door is jammed. This one is not. Not that I'm able to really turn where I am in the process. There's also a recurring unkillable monster that chases you at times. It very much is. Especially since this main spirit that recurrently chases us is, as a response, or not properly taken care of the Butzadon. The altar, a household altar paying respects to the Buddha. Is this room actually massive, or is there some sort of weird spatial distortion going on? This house might be actually massive. Fair enough, then. I think this will be important later, in theory, but also, given its size, the lack of light, finding key item here might be asking a fair bit. Alright, next in line. I'll actually make it in here. As it stands, just need to find special mallet for dealing with the band. Okay, so two other doors we've not actually explored yet. They might be. At the very least, these towers... It seems this is a physical space. This is not a spiritual one, presently. However, these towers are absolutely channeling some form of iterations of hell, either properly sourced or made up. And a key for this door. That door is jammed. Alright, so we've looked in here as much as we can. The rat person or the spirit? Hell of great lamentation. Here we find murderers, thieves, adulterers, drunkards, and those who use evil language. The sinners' mouths and tongues are nailed together with hot iron nails. Their eyes are pulled out and their bodies slashed with great knives. Knives so sharp they can cut iron and stone. Evil beasts, such as wolves, lions, and rats, snore at their feet, while crows and eagles pick at their eyes and tongues. Every day the sinners find their bodies have been healed only for the tortures to begin again. Who you ask? Very well could be. Alright, so up here there's a locked chest. And I have definitely been relying on provided maps to get me through quite a bit of things in advance. And it seems I'm not being offered maps quite as consistently as I would need, given how directionally challenged I am. Okay, we will need the head first. Oh wait, hold on. Unless... No. Well, I've missed something. Something imperative. Wait, hold on. Oh, one block. There's some text scratched to the surface of the block. It says, "When the four bells toll, the warden begins his act. One below where the rabble eat, one to the west where the women sleep, one east where men are kept, and one above where the actors wait." Oh, there were more doors here. Emphasis on were, I suppose. Okay. Skeleton. Hell of Lamentation. Some in this hell find themselves afflicted with the 404 diseases and are devoured by worms who burrow into them, eating their flesh, skin, and marrow. Others are forced to walk through fire 1,200 feet deep until they are consumed head to foot. And some are roasted in hot pans and beaten with hot iron rods before the wardens pry open their mouths with iron tongs to pour in molten copper and burn their insides. Murderers, thieves, drunkards, adulterers, those who sold sake diluted with water, and those who are forced women to drink sake before violating them awaken here. Mm. Really? Now? Here is now. This is where you decide to spawn. It's such a special mallet for it. Is it one that I already have? But the Ultra doesn't seem particularly special. Hmm. Unless I've missed doors, which is very, very possible. But clearly this is a society that took their sake very, very seriously in all regards. There's additional doors in here somewhere. No, only the one. The one to leave. Let's go ahead and there's something here. About what I thought. Nevertheless, worth the experimentation. I don't think we really have lots of direction presently. Oh. Hold on. I think I've put something together here. I'm supposed to go back and... I'm supposed to undo my action here. Let's find out. And here we actually have a map. Things must castle ground. Doesn't that mean... I don't know where I'm going. Okay. We've gotten rid of our eternal chaser. So we are a foot soldier of one of the clan, Takeda. Our lord was slain by a demon and we have sworn vengeance, particularly after our lord actually risked his life to save ours. Though that is all backstory. Presentation is wonderful. We're missing something in this third tower. Something that hopefully, now that we've dispatched the naughty body, it'll be a task that we'll find easier to sort out. We need to find a special mallet for the bell. We need to find a way of utilizing the meat hook. We need to find the spear tip. Unless perhaps these are interconnected. I think there's only a way to move anything here at the moment. If you only have the hook, you don't have anything to attach it to at the moment. Nice. Oh, that's what I thought. I'll return in a moment. Alright, hello. So, we need to go back up, find something. Either the meat hook or the spear. You know what to fear the Noribotogo? leaving us only dealing with things like spirits. Maybe now this is much more feasible. As a whole, less prone to being pressured by time. But of course, I mean, there is pressure. Be less of it. Along to most of these cells, I believe we found their contents quite lacking. However, this is, of course, quite the curious little thing now, isn't it? There's anything of actual concern in there. Does leave me comfortable leaving this one to be. Okay, there has to be something in here then. Okay, here's a spearhead. Okay, so we have two things we can combine here. Presumably the meat hook, the rope, we have the spear shaft. Okay, that was indeed much more feasible to actually get to without the pressures. The naughty bottle guy. That in mind. The hook is absolutely to be used on the lowest level. I think is the last arcane part of the puzzle to be solved. key. What sort of key? Warden's key. There was a locked door a couple floors up. If it was a little bit higher. Oh, probably. Anything else? The bell hammer. Indeed, backtracking is very much an art. Partially because backtracking can also be a very good way of gently guiding you towards things that will help you without making it obvious. A number of things you can only really find from the right perspective. Plus, it just creates a strong, well, at least when utilized correctly, it creates a strong attachment to the environment as you get to know it quite deeply. Not to mention the fact that I think we're reaching a point where I'm a person who is very, very directionally challenged. I can get lost in a linear hallway. But through the use of backtracking and increased familiarity, we're able to get to a point where I can better gauge where I am without the use of the map. It is very possible. I still need to play more. Actually, I need to play a traditional Zelda game. The one I've actually completed has been Zelda 2, which is much more inspired by Dragon Slayer. I know I need to go to the right and follow the path. You can upgrade. There's different upgrade materials, effectively. With Ritual Incense, you can improve either your health or stamina. And with Shirikodama, you can upgrade either your weapons or armor. But that is the extent of it. That's the blocked entrance. Feeding room. Okay, no, you're just going to stand there. Very fair. I've still played the originals, but I did truly enjoy the System Shock remake. And considering the number of times while playing that game that I thought there is no way that this is not... There are no assumptions in the remake. I thought there's no way this is not new content. There's no way that they had this idea functional in, I believe the original game came out in 1993. The moment I actually double-checked. See... That was the case. Lo and behold. It was there in the original game. Terrifying. wouldn't make me switch off of my katana for a boss fight. I'm just going to baptize the boss. If I get rid of the boss, skeleton goes away. Quite simple, yes? Alright, wooden coin, green. Oh. I think I only really know Night Dive for the System Shock remake. As far as I think. But they're definitely very good at making something feel modern and keeping the authenticity of the original. I still have a complicated relationship with remakes as a whole. However, I'm definitely more willing to have a soft spot for Night Dive. Is there a particular order we need to place them? There was apparently no. Power of no interval. Is it infinite staircase? Feeling a little bit infinite. I've got to get me, don't I? No? Okay, no. So the answer there is not because. The answer instead to strike it down. But it's answer you can run and further away from it. Either that. Or banish it entirely. At least temporarily. Let's find out. No. Transport doesn't work on you. Hmm. Alright. There's engaging curiosity around both fighting it and dying into it. Let's see how the process of just going through the staircase, no matter how it seems to look infinitely, actually goes. But you're very correct, it's a great way of instilling a feeling of hopelessness, especially right at the end. You can hear it chasing you, and the staircase seems infinite. The music is swelling and tense. Oh, we are in fact meant to actually reach the top of it. Okay. Hell of repetition. Hell for those who've destroyed life in any form. The sinners here are full of rage and hatred. They seek each other out and tear each other apart using tooth and nail, pulling out eyes and ripping flesh until bone is exposed. Afterwards, the wardens of this hell come and use great iron rods to beat the sinners until they are nothing but piles of broken bones and mangled flesh. Thereafter, a chilling wind will blow through the realm while a voice from the sky cries out, "Revive, revive," and the sinners will be restored to their former shape to begin the torture again. Okay. Let's also take a moment. Try but cannot utilize. We're seeing some familiar features in here. And thus concludes Labyrinth of the Demon King. So, how do you feel about this game that I've shown off for the past 2 nights. Personally, I feel like its atmosphere is absolutely fantastic in its crafting. A great way of drawing you in and creating a sense of paranoia. Especially as it applies a lot of classic survival horror ideas in here. Things like limited resources. Which makes you operate and move through the game always aware that what you have might not be... Well, what you have might be all you'll get in that regard. It's also rather nice to be able to return to a game that has you do things in a very menu-heavy style. Because while menu-heavy gameplay can be frustrating, particularly back when such things were the norm, with faster loading times and reasonable ease of control, it's really not... It really becomes much more endearing, I feel. Creating something that feels reminiscent of the days of old, while still ultimately being much more fluid and considered in the process. One of the many examples in which things that can be considered flaws or lacking quality of life to some can really create a defining experience when embraced and leaned into. Welcome, Raiders. How are we doing tonight? How did your stream go, and what sort of things are you talking about, out of curiosity? Though you have unfortunately caught us in the winding down phase. But I do nonetheless very much appreciate the raid. And for anyone unfamiliar with me, I am Alex here, archivist, storyteller, madman. I play a variety of things, new and old. And tonight, we finished up Labyrinth of the Demon King. Honestly, with how long the first tower took, I really thought there would be... I thought the game would take longer. Which was a complaint. But There is definitely a curve of ideas present. In a way, the third tower really felt like putting everything together. First tower was really getting you accustomed to the ropes and giving you options in the process. The second tower was focused more on its structural gimmick, which was quite enjoyable. And then the third tower was properly labyrinthine, creating that sense of uncertainty, especially as it seemed that they had no intention of giving you additional maps. The prize that I got a feel for. Navigating without a map is usually one of my significant shortcomings. Ah, however, in the meantime, allow me to send you all forward to Tatiana Crosswicks, who is currently reading. Please do give her as much of your affection as you can. We will return tomorrow with a game called Tasty Ramen. But until then, please do all that you can to enjoy the remainder of your evening. And as always, take care and good night.